XRP and Bitcoin going to go straight up on the back end of this year. I truly believe that deep inside my soul. But I have many precautions for you guys in today's video. We're going to break down how Brad Garlinghouse continues to talk about trillions of dollars coming into this market. We're also going to look at the BIS in 2023, where they're breaking down crypto and they're working to move into all tokenization. We're also going to talk about the Bitcoin halving and probably the excitement that people think is going to happen is not going to be that exciting this weekend. But I also want to make sure in this video that you understand that this is a very volatile, high risk asset. You got to be very, very careful. My name is Coach JV. I work to make the very complex macro and microeconomic strategies very simple so the normal everyday person can implement them. So what I do, guys, is I pull from the left side of the risk pyramid. There's a risk pyramid. On the left side, it's high risk, high returns, which crypto would be at the top of that pyramid. I pull profits as everybody's coming in the bull run, and I pull it down the risk pyramid to the bottom in insurance-based products. Number one, I always make sure my family is insured and taken care of if something happens to me. And number two, I always insure my wealth. Number one, Warren Buffett, don't lose money. Rule number two, follow rule number one. So if you want to understand how I insure my wealth, it's one part of my strategy. Okay. It's in the description of the video down below. Click the link, set up a free consultation with my licensed insurance team, or in my social media platform, click the link. On the back end of the video, I break down exactly what I am doing in my full pattern. Okay. So let's dive into this. Okay. So the first video I want to show you, this was posted by our favorite show. If you haven't checked out Good Morning Crypto, it is the greatest crypto channel, news channel in the world. So this is Brad Garlinghouse on Fox News. Check this out.
Up this morning. Joining me right now exclusively is the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse. Brad, it's great to see you.
Great to see you again.
Thank you so much for being here. First, assess where we are in this market because crypto is up huge in just the last couple of weeks, right?
Well, it's been up. It came down a little bit this past weekend, but I think if you step back here over the last 6 months, Bitcoin's up about 250%. I think you're going to continue to see tailwinds, partly because of the ETFs that have been approved, which you and I spoke about in Davos, but also the upcoming halving, which is imminent.
Yeah, it's a great point. The ETF introduction really broadened out the market in terms of potential users, I think, and people wanted to get in on it, so they bought an ETF to do so. But you recently predicted that the crypto market will double in size to $5 trillion by the end of 2024. That is a big prediction just by the end of this year.
Yeah, I don't even feel like it's that big a prediction when you step back. And, you know, like any market, this is driven by supply and demand. You have decreasing supply for a whole bunch of reasons, the halving Bitcoin being an important one. You have an increasing demand, the ETF being a key part of that. And I think it's also people realizing that crypto plays a role as an asset. You know, it's a $2.5 trillion market. Maybe it's a little less than that now. But so it's basically just predicting it's going to double by the end of the year. And if anything, I think I probably under-predicted that.
I love it. I love it. He's a smart dude, man. That's why I'm bought into Ripple pre-IPO. I absolutely love Ripple pre-IPO. Also have XRP quite a bit, but I'm also not a maximalist. I have Bitcoin, many other cryptocurrencies, and I have an exit plan because the caveat to all of this is we don't have clear regulation, guys. And it's completely unrealistic of, like you said, if the market triples, or excuse me, doubles, imagine the price appreciation that's going to happen in crypto. What everybody's going to do, though, is they're going to try to catch the top. What goes up must come down. And then eventually it's going to be normalized, just like the .com boom, just like the auto boom. We're going to end up with the big three and the top 100 cryptos that are trying to survive through regulation. The big three will monopolize. I believe Ripple will become a bank, just my opinion. Kraken will become a bank, and Coinbase will become a bank, along with JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America that are going to dominate the system. Speaking of Bank of America or JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, he talks about the future of money. Everything's going AI, dude. Check this out. Did I just say dude? Sorry. Love you guys. I didn't mean dude. What the heck was that?
The interesting questions I had for him is, you know, chat JPM. Will something like that exist in the future where we could ask, you know, I've got 30 years, what should I do with my money? And he said, essentially, yes, it's already doing that. We've got AI embedded in everything. It's going to learn more and more about you. Will I be able to say to chat JPM, I want to get rich quick? Great. And he was like, I hope it tells you that you're crazy, because that's just not possible.
Yep.
Really quickly, what can we expect this season?
Okay, that was simple. I don't even know why I showed that. Sometimes I crack myself up. Anyways, the whole point behind that is everything's going AI, tokenization, tokenized asset market could hit 16 trillion on public blockchains. That was what Brad Garlinghouse was talking about. Absolutely crazy appreciation. That's just wild because it's supply and demand, guys. So the Bitcoin halving, okay, that's what we're going to talk about right now. The Bitcoin halving, particularly priced in with no big rally expected afterwards, Deutsche Bank. Okay, so I want to talk about that. So we're talking about the Bitcoin halving, which I believe is tomorrow. Nice. April 20th. What I mean by this is, guys, the Bitcoin halving is just where the supply gets reduced, right? That can be mined. 80% of the supply has not moved. It's a risk on, risk off asset. Okay. There probably isn't going to be a big price appreciation after. It usually happens around, I think it was in 2020 it happened. You guys can correct me down below. I think it was back end of September, October. I just remember being traveling. It was like, holy cow. It just started going straight up. Bitcoin goes straight up and then it floods, the profits flood into alternative coins. That's why I believe on the back end of the year. And if they do lower interest rates a little bit, you're going to see your assets go through the roof. So what I do, well, I'll explain to you on the back end. Okay. And I want to show you this again. This was from 2023, July, the crypto ecosystem, key elements and risk. So this actually mentions, I believe this mentions Ripple or XRP in here. Ripple, I think, maybe not. Maybe I showed you guys a document the other day. Let's see. Let's do this together. Ripple. No, this isn't the one. I thought it had XRP in this one. Anyways, nope. So this is the Bank of International Settlements. This is the Bank of Banks, guys. The Bank of Banks. We're heading into cryptocurrency. We're heading into blockchain. We're trying to figure out there's going to be algorithmic stable coins, central bank digital currencies, but the infrastructure is changing. And some of these cryptocurrency companies are going to be the rails of the new financial system. Okay. This is something I'm going to bring to your guys' attention on Monday. Okay. This is bail-ins. Okay. Bank bail-in. So
it's my money. I'm allowed to withdraw from my own bank account. Yeah, so you said that what's the maximum limit you can give a withdrawal to a customer?
Okay, so I just want to give you a hint what's coming on Monday that I'm going to report to. So people are starting to get scared that banks can just shut down, which banks can, and bail in your money, right? So a bank bail-in is different than a bail-out. So what happened is in 2012, they created a bank bail-in committee. Okay. In 2023, they activated the bank bail-in committee, which is interest too. Jay Clayton, the one that initiated a case against Ripple, is now on the board for the bank bail-in committee. A bail-in is different than a bank bailout. A bail-in is when they take all the debt, they turn it into equity, and they have a bigger company buy it, like JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. So regional banks get bailed in and monopolized by the bigger banks, right? Sounds familiar, like 1929, right? I don't think you're going to lose your money. The thing that I think the issue with tokenization and everything being tokenized, it's programmable. They can shut down your money. So that's why, sorry about my phone here. That's why I have a diversification strategy. Okay. So I'm going to share my diversification strategy. First of all, I have an exit plan. Cryptocurrency to me is a very volatile asset. I became very mature in my thinking around it. It's unrealistic to make this amount of money in this short amount of time. So I make sure that I pull profits. So I make sure that my profits are secure. I'm diversified in crypto. I have life insurance. I have precious metals. I use Bitcoin as my gold. I have businesses, and now we're heading into real estate. So I don't play just in one bucket. I have multiple buckets across there. Okay. So I pull from the left side of the pyramid by using Merlin, the smartest way to track your crypto. We're co-founders and creators of Merlin. Okay. Down below, you can download it for 30 days for free. Try it before you buy it. You can set up an exit plan. Our team will help you. Have online customer service and phone customer service as well. You set up an exit plan. When your targets are hit, you exit, you put your money away for Uncle Sam. And then for me, now I have fiat currency sitting there, which is fake, right? It's fiat, it's Fugazi, it's fake money. So I want to get it into something that's secure because the markets go up and down. So I use insurance. I insure my family and I insure my wealth. I want to make it very clear as well. The 3T Warrior Academy and my insurance company is completely separate. So if you're setting up an insurance company, the 3T Warrior Academy has nothing to do with that as well. So I just want to make sure 2 different companies. So I insure my wealth at the bottom of the risk pyramid. It's part of my strategy, right? I buy more precious metals, silver, and I'm really big on business. I love entrepreneurship. So I'm future-proofing my businesses into 2026 through 2030, which is understanding how we're moving into AI, Zoom calls, all these different things. We have to innovate into technology. So I just follow that wave of energy. I'll pull profits. I hold 50% of my portfolio in crypto, long-term, my moon bags. I pull out profits, securing some in insurance, real estate, things like that. Okay. It's very foolish to me to not pull profits in this type of bull run, in my opinion. You also don't want to wait till the last minute because when it hits the news and it's crypto's exciting, water's warm, it's too late. I mean, you've already hit all, like right now for me, it's a great time to buy in. That's just my opinion. I've been buying in since 2020. Then I hit the bull run. I just gave you the pattern that I did. It collapsed down, I think May 2022. And then I just been dollar cost averaging. When it Did the dips, I bought more. Did the dips, I bought more. And I've been dollar cost averaging every day all the way up until now. This is a Super Bowl. I'm ready for it. I'm prepared. I'm diversified. There's no fear at all. There's no emotion to it. I'm not trying to catch the top or whatever someone's prediction is. I have my own belief system on where I think it's going to go. And then I secure my family. That's really, really important to me. All my insurance is a long-term strategy. Long-term strategy. Nothing I do is short-term other than the cryptocurrency market during the bull run. That's it. Everything else is long-term legacy for the family. So I hope that information helps. I love you guys very, very much. I appreciate you. And everything you need is description of this video. Click the video description. You can set up, there's tons of free resource for you. And then in my bio, you click the link, all the resources are there. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. As we always say, warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go.